Hey guys, I wanted to review this game that was gifted to us. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. This is a great game to play with your kids. This one is specifically for your kids, but obviously adults, grown-ups, parents can play with them. So this is a great game to have some thought-provoking questions, get to know your kids a little bit better. Your kids get to know you a little bit better. So let me explain how it works. So we've got 3 sections of cards here, and it goes from 1, 2, and 3. So you are encouraged to do several 1 cards before you move on to level 2, and several level 2 cards before you go to level 3. So the higher the number, the more complex or thought-provoking question that it is. Some of the questions will ask you to write something down. So we've got a notepad and a pencil, but if you have kids that can't write yet, an older sibling or a parent could help. Obviously we have our instruction manual. It is very easy to understand how to play. And then we've got some Y cards. So if you have someone answer a question and you want to learn a little bit more, if you want them to explain a little bit more their answer, then you give them a Y card, and then they have to, kind of dig a little bit deeper to explain their answers. So I am going to read a couple of questions. So we'll start with 1. So this one is, what movie do you like to watch over and over? What do you think my favorite subject in school is? And if you're a parent asking that, you could, rephrase that. What do you think my favorite subject in school was? What do you think my favorite meal is right now? If I were a fruit, what kind of fruit would I be? So some of these are pretty silly. Some of them really get to know the person better. Let's go to number 2. So these are going to be a little bit deeper. What's the nicest thing someone has ever said about you? What are your parents' names and the coolest things about them? What about school feels easy to you, even if it's hard for others? So that is number 2. And then a few of number 3 questions. What is important to you right now? What is something that I do that makes you feel happy? What color do I remind you of? And when do you think I'm my happiest? So in these decks of cards, there's also wild cards. So some of the wild cards can be kind of silly, like write down the secret to being happy, or here's a wild card, tell me something I don't know about you. So there are some wild cards in there. So you can play this however you want. You could have everybody in your family or in your group grab, let's say 4 cards, then you all answer them, and then you grab new cards. Or you could just have one giant deck of cards and everyone just grabs one as you go around the circle. So this is, again, a great game to get to know your kids, but also to let your kids kind of think about their own selves. And I highly recommend this game to get for your family.